Hello, crafty friend. It's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. I'm over here on the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel, and I'm at it again with the bald eagle because he is so cool. Look at this. It's just like stunningly patriotic and lovely. And this whole card is going to be screaming America as loud as this eagle would scream, "Hey, look, I got a fish." Anyway, I'm feeling silly today, per usual. This stamp set is really cool. I love this eagle. I've used it on another video. The other video was on my channel. And I'm going to pull in another Pajama Crafter Stamps item, which is this flag. I love it. It's been in my craft room for a year, and I've made many cards with it, and it's one of my favorites. And apparently Pajama Crafter Stamps customers like it too because it's one of the top sellers. So we're going to pull it out and make an American themed card with my American flag here and the bald eagle. I don't know why I said my American flag, but the American flag and the bald eagle. And we're going to do some masking with some masking paper. So now that I have everything stamped out, I have my bald eagle, and right now the bald eagle has a mask over it. So if you're wondering what's up with the stars and stamping the flag right over its head, don't worry. It's going to be fine. It's got a little mask on it, a masking sheet, if you will. So I'm going to pull out these masking sheets and I will mask out a flag mask. I'm using my stamp wheel top without my stamp wheel. Crazy. We're going off the rails here today. No big deal. I just need the outline. It doesn't need to be perfect. And I'm going to speed up my fussy cutting out of this flag. I'm going to leave it in the video because I think it's kind of fun to see it really fast. If only I could fussy cut out this fast in real life. No. This was sped up times 6. And so it is 30 seconds long, which means it took me 3 minutes to fussy cut out. So not even that long. If I can do it, you can do it. If you need to fussy cut, I recommend getting a good spring-loaded scissors like these. Saves your hand. Just saying. All right, now that I have this flag all ready to go, pop it on to my stamped one like so. I can reuse these little masking sheets, so that's fabulous. And then I'm going for kind of like I said at the beginning, a Screaming America card. So this is a little shout out to any of the military people watching. It's going to say, "Let freedom ring." That is the stamp that I'm going to use, or the sentiment I'm going to use from the stamp set. All right, I'm going to pull out a stencil from my stash. This one's kind of like a little raise kind of stencil that's a little more skinny. If you saw the other bald eagle card I made with my channel, I used a different kind of stencil that was a little bit more like bigger pieces. This one is going to kind of look like a poster. That was kind of the vibe that it ends up looking like. So I really like it. It's going to be really bright. And usually people have a little raise stencil in your stash already. So you could certainly do this with your own stash. I don't know what that dramatic hand movement was about. Sometimes I craft late at night or very, very early in the morning. Sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. because I just want to craft before I go to my day job. Oh, send help. Anyway, but yeah, I get kind of silly when I'm crafting, which is fun because it's joyful and I love it. Alrighty, now that the ink is all set, look at that. Oh, I'm just loving this. Wait till I color the flag with some Copic markers. We're going to get real close for that. I know a lot of people have asked me, how do you color the American flag on this stamped image? Because it is waving, it can be a tiny bit tricky, but it's not really that tricky if you just follow the steps that I'm going to show you here. So I'll take off the mask. Look how cool it is. I just am, I love it. I love a mask. It's so simple. And those little pieces I can reuse. Okay, so it didn't film me coloring my eagle. So sorry, but basically color the brown part of the body where the head connects brown. Color the beak yellow. It doesn't have to be like anything fancy. Also, fun fact about bald eagles. Did you know that bald eagles basically have yellow eyes? Weird. All right. Now I'm going to kind of pause the video a little bit and show you the areas that I'm going to color the red parts of the flag. And I'm going to go around in a circle. So I started at the top and I'm going kind of in a circle. I guess I'm not going to pause, but go in the order that my Copic marker just went through. So starting at the top right, go down, around, and then down through the center. Kind of like a conductor waving a wand. Down, around, and up through the center. And I'm going to go around with that dark marker first, and then my lighter color, which is R27, and just blend out the rest of the stripe. Now, a little bit of history, if you don't know, there's 13 stripes on the American flag because it represents the 13 colonies. There are 50 stars on the flag and the star area to represent the 50 states for America. And I'm from Minnesota, and I'm so proud to be a Minnesotan and an American. It just kind of comes with the territory. I think America is fabulous. I love that we have quite a lot of freedom and a lot of rights, and I'm thankful for life, and I'm thankful for people who served to make those freedoms be an option for me in my life. Special shout out to my husband, who is a veteran, my uncle, who is a retired colonel. I have several cousins who were in the military as well. I have a cousin who was on the George Washington carrier in the Navy, and I have another cousin who was in the Navy. I don't remember what ship she was on, but I have quite a lot of military people in my family, and I am forever thankful for all of their sacrifice. So if you are a military personnel of any kind or a military family member, thank you for everything that you've done and continue to do. Anyway, we're going to move along as I color up on my flag here. Like I showed you at the beginning, we're going down the right side, down across the bottom, and then kind of going in a circle, and then we'll go down through the middle. Looks like I'm going up through the middle, but basically following the pattern, because on the American flag, the top stripe will always be red and the bottom one will always be white. Am I saying that correctly? I don't know. Hold on. Now I am totally second guessing myself. I do have the flag on there. No, it's red. Yeah, of course it's red on the top and the bottom because it kind of completes the flag. If it had white on the top or the bottom, it would be like the white would get lost. Okay. Had a little brain blonde moment, but I'm sure that you won't mind. Now that my stripes are nearly finished, I'm going to grab a blue Copic marker to color in between the stars. I grabbed 2 Copic markers from my blue stars, but I accidentally used my dark one for my light color, or my light for my dark color. So I did make a little bit of a mistake, but it's okay. Here we are, nice and close and personal with my lovely bald eagle. I don't know why I keep calling the bald eagle my bald eagle, but I just think it's kind of fun. Are you ready for some bald eagle stamps? Or if you are, good. But are you ready for some bald eagle facts? Because I have some fun facts for you. If you don't know, I'm a kindergarten teacher and I teach science, and I think that all kind of naturey stuff is really exciting, and I love kind of just knowing about them. So here we go. Bald eagles, if you did not know, they have giant nests. If you've never seen an eagle nest, I think you've got to Google it. A lot of people put little cameras on eagles in the nest, and you can kind of see them. I do follow one account on Instagram that is all about this bald eagle, and they're the male mate, if you will. The male eagle always brings the female eagle sticks and always like whops her in the head as he comes down for a hard landing. I think it is hilarious. But basically they mate for life. They make these giant nests that are so heavy that sometimes the tree branches fall, and they're that heavy. The bald eagle doesn't actually look like the bald eagle that it is in the stamp until it's like 3-ish years old, 2.5, 3. When they're juvenile, they're kind of brown. And so you might look at a bird and go, wait, is that an eagle? If it's brown and it looks like an eagle, it probably is just a young one. So kind of cool. And surprise, surprise, bald eagles are not actually bald. They do have feathers all over their head. I think they just got their name because they are like white on the top, which looks like someone who might be bald. If they have white skin and they are bald, I don't know. But there you have it. It's a very fierce looking bird. That beak has quite a big curve to it. Bald eagles love to eat fish, so they'll swoop down, grab a fish with their talons, and then rip through it with their strong beak. It's just amazing. I think they have quite a lot of muscles, I'm pretty sure, in their body as well for ripping through those fish. My parents live on a lake here in Minnesota, and there's bald eagles every day. If you were to look out their window, wait 5 minutes, you're going to see a bald eagle. There's a lot of fish in the lake, and they love to eat it. But my favorite time to watch for the bald eagles is when it is winter and the lake is frozen. The bald eagles stay in Minnesota. They're a hardy bird, and they will come to the areas where the ice fishers were. And the ice fishers drill holes in the lakes with augers. If you've never been ice fishing or have no idea what I'm talking about, maybe Google it. I don't know, but they put holes in the lake. So the lake water is exposed. The fish are still in the lake during the winter. And the bald eagles will go to the holes where the fishers leave, and they will peck through the ice or kind of chip away at the ice with their talons and their beak, and they will get the fish from the holes. And it is just so cool to see them. I'll grab my little binoculars that I keep at my parents' house and just watch them kind of just hang out. They kind of hang out like a little family. This winter there was a male, female, and a juvenile. And the juvenile is just soaring around, and the male and the female were down trying to get the food. And it just reminded me of a house where there's a mom and a dad trying to get dinner ready and the kids are playing. It was just so fun to see. But I think the bald eagle is a very fierce looking bird, and it's a perfect bird for the national bird for America. Another fun fact. Did you know that the national bird was going to be the turkey? It almost happened. Isn't that crazy? I think the eagle is way better than turkey. Although, let's not hate on the turkeys. They're delicious and they are super funny to look at. And their gobble is just everything. All right. Now that my flag has been colored, you might have noticed my stencil is kind of off there. Oh, there's a look at my colors if you need to see the colors that I used, especially for the yellows and the browns. But I'm going to chop my card up a little bit. And I like to have layers, but just look how flat that is. So if you were sending this to someone, perhaps someone who is far away, and you needed a thin card, the whole masking situation would be great. Then you don't have to have all of the layers on your card. Let freedom ring. Da, 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 da. There we have it. Let me know what you think about this card, and hopefully if you enjoyed the kind of candid video here with all the bald eagle facts. Go ahead and subscribe to the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel if you have not yet, and check out the new products that they have. I think they're pretty great. So there's more than just the bald eagle. So if the bald eagle isn't your thing, but you're here for the crafty video, check out the other items that they have released. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Pajama Crafter Stamps YouTube channel. Bye.